I've had some time to try out the most recent version of Hawked, and since it's shortly coming to early access, I want to talk about the game and let you know from my perspective whether the game is worth your precious time and hard drive space. So Hawked has a little bit of a battle royale style vibe to it, and it's an extraction shooter kind of like Tarkov. It shakes things up by throwing you into like a futuristic setting a little bit here, with a mix of traditional sci-fi weaponry. You get thrown into the world and you find loot crates that give you weapons and ammo and all sorts of stuff, and you're ready to go. The game is all about hunting glyphs, leading to puzzles that, while not brain-bending, they add a unique twist to the extraction shooter experience. After you find all the glyphs, you now know the code to open a secret vault. This vault would have a rare artifact. Now the glyph hunting for the artifact gets pretty intense sometimes, as there's a bunch of players trying to do the same thing. There'll always be a sense of urgency if you really want to get it. Hawked wants you to keep moving, so there's no really passive hiding allowed, as you'll lose a bunch of time and really won't get anywhere with it. A feature that keeps the pace dynamic and engaging. Now let's talk about these artifacts. These things are just collectibles. They give you a competitive edge and act as currency for upgrading your gear and unlocking cool abilities. The artifacts open up to a range of possibilities that can really tailor your playstyle. Want to sprint endlessly or heal faster? Do you want something that can revive your friends? Or do you want a mask that will protect your head from headshots? There's a bunch of artifacts that will really modify your playstyle, which is really fun. Although I will admit, I'm a little bit worried about this feature as well. Once you have all the artifacts, what are you gonna do other than PvPing, you know what I mean? But anyway, moving forward, let's talk about the movement in Hawked. This is where the game really shines. It's surprisingly smooth, the movement in Hawked. I really miss when developers put so much attention to the movement in the game. Hawked is offering a variety of actions, including sprinting, sliding, rolling, vaulting, and even using your grappling hook, jumping over ledges, climbing. It's so cool, man. They've even thrown in a surfboard for faster water traversal and various buffs for increased speed, making sure the game maintains as fast-paced as possible. But it never feels too fast or chaotic. I think a lot of more casual folk will still appreciate it and not get overwhelmed. But, and there's always a but, let's talk about the shooting mechanics. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 4 most likely. The weaponry is diverse and the sound design is so crisp. But the recoil can be a bit unruly. Some weapons feel uncontrollable, and there's an offset to crosshair in the game that's not changeable whatsoever in the settings. And because of the placement, it becomes a bit of an issue for people that, you know, like an old school crosshair to be on the center of the screen. So that's quite hard to play. When coupled with a lack of comprehensive sensitivity settings as well, Hawked currently offers a one-size-fits-all approach, affecting both mouse sensitivity and aim down sights. This inconsistency makes it challenging to find a comfortable setup, especially with different weapons and scopes. So you might be tearing your hair out when you switch from a normal gun to a sniper rifle. It's so strange sometimes. So despite these challenges, you can see the vision of the developers. Hawked offers a refreshing take to the genre, and the beta version already feels surprisingly polished. With some tweaks and improvements, this could be a standout title, especially considering the clear direction the developers have in mind. This does not happen often, guys, where a game developer actually really clearly shows what they want to be, which is really cool. I will note though, this is not a game you would play every single day. I would say this is some sort of cooldown game where you're done playing your extremely high-end fast-paced shooters, your Tarkovs, or any really intense game. Instead, this is a bit more chill. It feels almost relaxing because of the nice vibes the game brings to you. The really nice aesthetic. It has this kind of comic booky aesthetic. Yes, maybe it looks a little bit like Fortnite, but actually it looks higher quality. I really enjoy the way they set up the art style. Definitely looks amazing on really high graphics. Although on low graphics, I mean, yeah, this looks like a freaking potato. But yeah, I personally found it really relaxing and just fun to hang out, chat with friends while playing it together, as it is up to 3-player squad. It's really fun. Although I would be cautious playing this alone. It's not as fun, of course. It's always better with friends, as multiplayer games are. So if you're keen on trying Hawked, it should be coming to Steam Early Access pretty shortly here, so keep an eye out. Despite its quirks, I see promise in its unique approach, and I'm honestly eagerly waiting to see the future improvements in this game. And now, to summarize really quickly, Hawk presents a breath of fresh air in the gaming landscape right now for me. With a well-defined vision, with some fine-tuning, this could make it a standout title in the extraction shooter genre. For now, it's a promising experience that's well worth a try to see where they're going with it. If you're looking for something different to try out right now in the gaming world, as you know, quite a few games, especially in the AAA industry right now, are pretty stagnant, give this game a try. It might be at least worth a couple hours, you know, give some feedback, see how the game develops little by little. Could be fun. If you tried out the early access version already, what's your take on Hawked? Let me know in the comment section. I'm pretty curious. What do you think? And with that, those are my thoughts. I think it's worth your time and the little bit of hard drive space that's left after installing another 100+ gigabyte Call of Duty game. Thanks for watching.